Shalom, shalom. Before we get started, I like to face the east. I like to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rekah Kadash. And double honors to those great millstone while is true. And also to those elect that is scattered abroad. I like to say, shalom. Come back here today with another great, powerful live camp through the spirit and power of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. The title of the live camp today is Endtime Prophecies. So I like to say shalom to all our listeners and learners. Hope this will help you today and guide you back in the path of righteousness and back to your true power, which in fact is Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. So we're seeing right now that we're living in the end time. We're seeing these prophecies right now are rolling like clockwork. So in the news, we're seeing that these nations are constantly gathering for war. We're seeing a lot of military build up throughout the world, any given time, war could break out. So that's what we constantly hear. Rumors of wars are all over the place. And also we already know here, right here in our own backyard, this reset is taking place right before our eyes. We already know about the government shutdown. We know about all these military buildup across America. We already know about all of that. We already know about this digital infrastructure that they're constantly putting into place. And also we know about 3-eye atlas, that they keep telling us about this object, and it's getting closer and closer. And we already know that the Lord's getting closer and closer. We know that time is short right now. We're seeing that the Lord's constantly accelerating time for the elect say. That's exactly where we're at right now. We're hearing things left and right. Prophecies are constantly speaking right now, left and right, things, one thing behind another. So we're seeing that they're transitioning power. So basically, the great reset, what is coming, is the kingdom of heaven that dwells in righteousness. In the middle of the Lord, we constantly been warning a lot of our peoples, about these things, rumors of wars, pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places, evil time, all sorts of things is getting ready to happen. And some of our people still are stuck in la land, so we constantly warning people left and right, but we knowing that at some point the Lord's going to bring forth the famine of the word. So one thing about it, you got to get it while it's hot, So the door of repentance is closed. So right now we in these times. These things are fast approaching. Also, it's rumors of a civil war, civil unrest. A lot of things are constantly happening. They still going back and forth about these stamp benefits. That they said they're gonna give them out. They're gonna try to release them, or they're gonna give them half of it. But we already know the playbook. We know exactly what they're getting ready to do. So this could be the possible dark winter that Biden spoke of, I think, a couple of years ago when he was in office. But we already know that it's going to be dark. We already know that we're coming upon these perilous times. In the middle of the Lord, we're standing on our watch. We'll stand on fire for Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. You got to be on fire for this truth. You got to, got to give everything that you got. The same that endure, the same shall be saved. And out about it, we already know that, we worn the hell out. But one thing about it, we're going to keep fighting until we get to the finish line, till the Lord shut up the mouthpiece. That's where we at right now. We're seeing UFO sightings are all across the world every day. Some type of UFO sighting over here, UFO sightings over there. That's the Lord. He's visiting the earth that He created through the eyes of the Most High, or the angels. With their ignorant call UFO or UAP, but we know them are the spacecraft, are the raw vehicles of what they get from place to place here. They be holding the good and the evil. In the middle of the Lord, we constantly warn you about all these different things that's going on. Love a minute is waxing cold. Spirit of vengeance is working left and right. The Lord is calling a great division, a great divide. That's what He constantly calls it. Left and right. The Lord is separating. Right now, everyone is standing in their lot. We're seeing right now that, the Lord's getting ready to bring judgment upon this earth. At first, His judgment will start at the house of Israel. That's what we're constantly warning you about, left and right. We're seeing a lot of major developments that's going on in Ukraine and Russia. I think they had a blackout over there today. A lot of things that's constantly picking up. So a lot of people, they're looking around, they're seeing these things, but we getting closer and closer to this time of trouble that we've never seen before. Jacob's trouble, the hour of temptation. We already know that the technology is here. It's going to be dealing with your biometrics. Transhumanism. They're going to be dealing with this universal basic income. We're seeing that AI is constantly taking over a lot of these jobs. Left and right, slowly making this place a police state, also making it going to be whereby you're going to be totally dependent on the government. That's what they want, left and right. But one thing about it, we're going to be totally dependent on who? Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? Let's get a little bit of this. Let's get a few scriptures, and I might have a few videos. Then we'll get into today's lesson. we gonna roll with it. Got out here a little late today, but I'm gonna give you what I got. See what here. Let's go here. See first. Let's go to YouTube. Make sure I'm live. Make sure I'm live. I don't want to be just out here talking. And it's make sure I'm live out here. Before we go any further, I'm just gonna check the feed. Hey, you see that dude on the bike? Hey, right up on me. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Check the. Let me check my channel right quick. Get it pulled up. Let's go to the channel and see if I'm live. Making sure everything is good. Get it pulled up. Let's go to the channel and see if I'm live. Make sure everything is good. Okay. All right, I'm good. So we seeing right now that we're in the end time right now. We're seeing all sorts of things that's happening, indicating that we're here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people right now talking about the end time. You know what I'm saying? That that hey, they feel that everything is going to nothing. They seeing that America is finished. They seeing that society is constantly breaking down. Seeing that the economy is constantly breaking down. They seeing that their livelihood is constantly leaving. So these things don't constantly pick up left and right. So let's go here. Let's start off in 2 Ezra chapter 6. Let's start here first. 2 Ezra chapter 6, verse 18. It said, "And it is said, Behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth." Verse 19 said, "And I will begin to make inquisition or investigation of them, so what they be that have hurt unjustly, so with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled." So that we at that time, you know what I'm saying, where the Lord is getting ready to deliver, his elect. You know what I'm saying? That's why we seeing all these things that are happening right now for the constant verse of Zion. Verse 20 said, "And when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens, the signs of the time, these prophecies." It said, "And the books shall be open," talking about the Bible, said, "before the firmament," the internet, the World Wide Web, "and they shall see all together." So that's exactly what we're doing. We're seeing all together. We're seeing these things unfolding across the world, left and right, simultaneously, just like a domino effect. We're constantly seeing these things left and right. These things are constantly picking up. Let's get a little bit more. Let's drop down to verse 22, because this is where we at too. A great economic collapse. It says here, "Suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty." So right now we're seeing this government shutdown. You know what I'm saying? We're going to eventually see these full storehouses going to be suddenly found empty because of what they're putting into place. You can't buy food. You know what I'm saying? They saying putting up these tariffs and stuff. A lot of different things that is happening. You know what I'm saying? Slowly creating what you call a famine. You know what I'm saying? We're here, man. It's at the door, man. Tell you, man. Shalom. Shalom to you, brother. Shalom. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it, man, we're here, man. These things are here at the door, man. And so we suddenly gonna see this, these things gonna be found, the storehouse is gonna be empty. The grocery store, it's gonna be just total mayhem. You know what I'm saying? Egyptian against Egyptian, American against American. You know what I'm saying? These things are coming. It says here, and let's read it once again. 2 Ezra chapter 6 and verse 22. It says, "And suddenly shall the sown place appear unsown, and the full storehouse shall suddenly be found empty." Verse 23 says, "And a trumpet shall give a sound. When every man hears, they shall be suddenly afraid." So that's exactly what's getting that out. A lot of people gonna be suddenly afraid. These things are coming upon us at a fast pace. So we constantly, left and right, every day, we seeing that any given time, suddenly, disaster could strike. You know what I'm saying? We right here. All we need is one event. Could be a black swan event. These things are constantly happening. Let's see here. Verse 24 saying, "At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. Said the springs of the fountain shall stand still in 3 hours, and they shall not run." So that's where we're at right now. You know what I'm saying? We read upon a civil unrest, civil war, setting the stage for that. So these conditions are constantly changing. A lot of people right now, mindsets, are changing. We're seeing, a lot of people right now walking in great pride. A lot of people right now covetous. A lot of people right now are trying to figure out how they're going to do this and how they're going to do that. And it's going to cause this conflict, civil unrest, civil war. And also we knowing about the mayor that's got this election in New York. I can't think of his name, Zero or something like that. But then what he's saying, hey, he's a Muslim. So we already know it. He's going to cause a great division. There's already rumors that he's going to bring forth that, what you call that, something law. I can't think of the name of Sahara law or something like that. But anyway, we know that what that law is all about. So we seeing a lot of division. It's getting ready to come upon us very soon. Also saying that they get ready to mobilize troops in Mexico, because we know that we get very close to this Venezuela war. These things are happening left and right. So let's read this once again. Salaki for the train. It says here in 2 Amos chapter 6, verse 24, it says, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear for those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and say, and 3 hours they shall not run. So that's where we at right now. These things are fast approaching, left and right. We are here. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 13. Isaiah chapter 13. One moment. Let's see where we at here. Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 2. It said, lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. It said, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go unto the gates of the noble. Now the Bible, you know what I'm saying, it said, lift up ye a banner. That banner is the what? It's the Bible. You know what I'm saying? It said, upon that high mountain. What is that high mountain? It's talking about America, Babylon the Great. You know what I'm saying? And it says here, it said, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand. That means get their attention, that it may go into the gates of the noble. So right now, this truth has went into the gates of the noble. These international bankers, you know what I'm saying, these 1%ers, you know what I'm saying, these global elites right now, they're seeing the prophet, they're hearing the prophet, you know what I'm saying, great fear is falling upon them, you know what I'm saying. So this truth is out there now. The truth is what you call, it's trending right now. You hear, man, these things are right at hand. So the Lord is gathering the nation, you know, for the controversy of Zion. We seeing that all these nations around the world is gathering for what? For war. That's exactly what we're seeing. You know what I'm saying? We're very excited. Verse 3 says, I have commanded my sanctified ones. So I have also called my mighty one for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. Verse 4 said, the noise of a multitude, say, in the mountains, said, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. Said, the Lord of hosts mustered the hosts of the battle. That's what the Lord is constantly doing. You know, he's gathering the nation. And we slowly seeing it left and right. These things are setting up. The Lord's moving the chess pieces around. That's exactly what we're seeing. Verse 5, it said, they come from a far country, from the ends of heaven. So even the Lord said, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. So that whole land is talking about America, Babylon the Great. The Lord's getting ready to destroy these places. Or what IBCL missiles. And also that laser and chariot fire from Yahweh Baal Shemah. So make sure we're still running. Yeah, we're still running. And see, hey, man, we're here, man. These things are at the door. These things are right here at the door. Let's get a little bit more of this. It says here, therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. It said, verse 8, and they shall be afraid, pains and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. Said, they shall be amazed one at another. Said, their faces shall be as flames. Verse 9, see, behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. So that's exactly what the Lord is doing. Indignation of the Lord is upon these nations. And also the Lord is going to destroy the sinners out of it. 2.1 shall be cut off and died. Also these heathen nations. So we seeing right now these things are constantly picking up. We seeing that the signs of the times are here. We seeing these prophecies right now constantly rolling just like clockwork, man. We're here. It is at the door. So it's a lot of things that's going on. And one thing about it, you know, if you get caught snoozing, you're gonna miss out a whole lot, cause they rolling left and right, man. I'm telling you, man, these things, man, we're here, man. I'm telling you, man. The pain gonna cover them on every side. So we know right now that, you know, said this truth that went into the gates of the north. They're hearing it now. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, you know, they always talk about the black Hebrew Israelite, but we already know, you know, that's a social construct. But you know what I'm saying? We're the Israelites of the Bible, and a lot of people knowing about this truth. Let's get this right quick. Let's go here to 2 Ezra chapter 6. 2 Ezra chapter 6, and we go to verse 9, because we're seeing that this is the reset right here. You know what I'm saying? That's getting ready to happen. So we know that we're at the end of an age, an end of an era. We goes over these things left and right. So that's slowly what we're seeing. We're seeing this earth age is slowly passing away. This man rulership, which in fact is Esau Edom, this nightmare. 2 Ezra chapter 6, verse 9 says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So exactly what we're constantly seeing, you know what I'm saying, that transition of power. That's why these things are constantly happening left and right. The Lord is getting ready to bring forth that reset. You know what I'm saying? We know that Esau is trying to bring forth his own pseudo salvation, but it's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? He tried to, you know what I'm saying, stay into rulership. But one thing about it, the Lord is getting ready to bring him down. The Lord set us up one and put us down another. So the Lord's getting ready to put us up and put them down. So that's where we're going. We're getting ready to trade places. So that transition of power is happening right before our eyes. Let's get a little bit more on that. Let's go here to Ecclesiasticus. Ecclesiasticus, back it up a little bit more. Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and verse, Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 8. It said, because of unrighteous dealing, injuries and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So you know what I'm saying? Just like I said, Esau is the end of this earth age, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So that's the reset, what is coming. The kingdom of heaven that dwells in righteousness. So that's exactly what we constantly seeing left and right, you know, and so these things are coming back. You know what I'm saying? You know, the righteousness is coming back upon this earth. Let's get to verse 10. It said, the physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die. So that physician is Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? He get ready to cut off that long disease, which in fact is what sin, also what Esau Edom, the modern day so-called white man. You know what I'm saying? He get ready to cut this off. You know what I'm saying? We already know right now, you know, he's running things right now, but he's getting ready to die. You know what I'm saying? He's getting ready to go into slavery. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we at right now. These things are coming at a fast pace, man. We constantly rejoicing right now. We know also there was rumors that they already have these sleeper cells in place. Also, they were saying that that the UN was already kind of, I'd say they was assimilated with the National Guard. I still got to get a little bit more on that, but I'm just bringing it out just in case. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, it has not been confirmed, but we already know at some point that the UN is going to get involved. We know that these sleeper cells is going to get involved. We know that America is going to be totally destroyed. It's going to be invaded. That's what we constantly want. So we seeing these things constantly happening right here in Babylon the Great. We seeing also this nation is divided. So let's go to that one too. Let's get that one right quick. Matthew chapter 12. Let's go here. Matthew chapter 12. Matthew chapter 12 and verse 20, I think it's 25 or 26. It's 25. It says here, Matthew chapter 12 and verse 25 said, Yahushua knew their thoughts and replied, say, any kingdom divided by civil war is doomed. Say, a town and family splendid by feuding will fall apart. So exactly where we at right now. You know what I'm saying? This place is going to fall apart. This place is divided like we have never seen before. We see it, you know what I'm saying, division left and right all across America. You know what I'm saying? That's just by design, but by design of who? Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Let's read it once again in verse 26. If Satan is casting out Satan, he is divided and fighting against himself. Say his own kingdom will not survive. So exactly right, his own kingdom will not survive. We see the downfall of this place. We see the end of America. You know what I'm saying? We seeing a great economic collapse at any given time. We see they getting ready to bring forth this new fourth industrial revolution. That's why we constantly seeing this great division. Also, they constantly slowly taking your rights away from you, taking your benefits away from you, setting the stage for, you know, order out of chaos. So that's what this is all about right here. Let's get Isaiah chapter 19. Let's go there because that's where we at. I think I have one video, then we'll close out. Got out here kind of late today, but I bring it out with the, you know, a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And then you gotta get back out here early next week. But hey, I'm here, man. That's one thing about it, you know. Gotta get the Lord everything we got. Let's see here. Still want to go. Oh, Isaiah chapter 19. Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 2. Because this is right here. We're very close to all hell breaking loose. It says here, Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 2, it said, I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, and they shall fight every one against his brother and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. So that's exactly what we're seeing right now. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing, you know what I'm saying, uprising all over the place. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be seeing protesting. We're going to be seeing rioting, looting after a while. These people don't get these this stamp benefits thing under control. We're going to see a whole lot of things are going to start coming upon us left and right. We're here, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what else we got up there, okay? Making sure to see how we got it on time. I'm going to try to go about another 10 more minutes because of the lighting. I'm going to get me a light and come out here. I haven't got my light yet. I have my light, and I'll be out here at night sometime too. But you're seeing right now that we are very close. Let's read this once again. Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 2, it said, I will make the Egyptian fight against the Egyptians. So one thing about the modern day Egyptian is the Americans. So that's exactly what we constantly seeing, the in-house fighting right now. It's exactly what they want. You know what I'm saying? But one thing about it, they're in for a rude awakening. It says here, it said brother against brother, neighbor against neighbor, city against city, and province against provinces. So that's exactly where we at right now. We're seeing that stage is setting up. So we're going to see what they're going to do. They keep talking about the stamp benefit. They playing with people and stuff like that. Someone is getting ready to go off. You know what I'm saying? Things are getting ready to be set off. It says here, let's go to verse 4. It says here, and I will hand, says here, verse 4 again, it said, Isaiah chapter 19, verse 4, and the Egyptian will say, I give over unto the hands of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, says the Lord of hosts. So one thing about it is exactly what we're seeing. That cruel Lord is what is DJ Donald Trump for right now. You know what I'm saying? We see it right now. He constantly putting these things into play. He constantly putting a tighter grip on, you know. And also, you know, they started with that big, beautiful bill. Also, look up Project 25. Also, Agenda, what is that? Agenda, I think it's Agenda 30, if I'm not mistaken. But they already putting these things into place right before us. So we seeing that cruel Lord is over us right now. You know what I'm saying? These things gonna get worse and worse. Things gonna constantly pick up. We're constantly seeing these things right before our eyes. That's why we got to flee out of the midst of Babylon. Let's get a quick video. Let's get a video right quick. Let's go ahead and get a video, and we're gonna get ready to get out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have my light out with me next week. We'll get these 3-hour atlas. We're gonna get one on this other one. Let's show this one first. I gotta turn the volume up.
Move out of the United States, like people.
It's good to
All right, so like right now, a lot of people are planning to move out of the United States. Like people done had enough over the years, and they see what's coming. But the obstacle that we're seeing right now is that the government shut down, and they're not paying these TSA workers. So they already reported that millions of people flights has been delayed and canceled. Like 3-point-something million. I tell you, man, this is about to be like the longest the government has ever been shut down, like in history. These TSA workers are going to need to get paid sooner or later, or they're going to be finding another job, which means there ain't going to be nobody running the security, which means that you're going to be stuck. You're not going to be able to fly out the country. You're not going to be able to fly anywhere for real, unless it's private, probably. Leave the world behind is just ringing a bell right now. And I'm tired of being around people that don't know what the heck is going on, don't know how urgent these times are. Like, the people around me is living under a rock, man.
So let's get a little quick precept for that. We get probably one more. Right, so we're going to get out of here. But let's go here. Ezekiel right now. Ezekiel chapter 12. Go along with what this video was saying. So you see a lot of people seeing it right. Even people that's not in the truth, they seeing that, but we still have a lot of people still being rebellious. They see it, you know what I'm saying? They hearing it and they are seeing it, but they still being rebellious. Let's go to this right quick. Ezekiel chapter 12. Ezekiel chapter 12 and verse 2. It says here, Son of man, thou dwellest in the midst of a rebellious house, which have eyes to see and see not. They have ears to hear and hear not, for they are a rebellious house. So they seeing, you know what I'm saying, hearing, you know what I'm saying, these things that's going on, but they still are not believing. You know what I'm saying? What is some don't believe? Lord really don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? We here, man. These things are right here at the door. So let's get this one more video about this 3-hour atlas. Let's get a little bit of this here. this 3-eye atlas one, then we're gonna shut it down. You know what I'm saying? I got out here a little too late, but I'm gonna start getting out here by at least about three or four. You know, Lord willing. I don't want to rock this out. Let's get this one right quick.
Everyone, we have very big news right now on 3-eye atlas, and the situation is evolving very quickly. So, sources called my team yesterday and said that with 3-eye atlas and the latest images as it left around the sun, they were basically saying it is doing non-gravitational acceleration. Okay? Meaning that we already know this thing has propulsion. We know that. But now it is accelerating in its path of travel. That's huge. That means this thing could theoretically go anywhere it wants to if it can accelerate and it can change its path of travel. Now, another big update is, we're not sure if this is related, but top U.S. government officials are starting to move into secure bases around the country. Oh, and they're building a bunker.
So you seeing right now, you already know what time it is. He's seeing what's coming. You know what I'm saying? Let me stop this right quick. And so we seeing that the signs of the times here, that 3-eye atlas, they've been talking about that pretty good. So I got this one right here to go with that. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to Luke. Then we can go to Romans chapter 13. We'll close out. You know what I'm saying? I got out here a little too late, but hey, we're going to get better. Through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Shai. Let's get here. Let's go here to Luke. Luke chapter 21. Luke chapter 21. We're going to go straight to the point on this one. Let's go here to verse 28. It says, and when these things begin to come to pass, what? These prophecies said, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. So that's exactly what's happening. So that 3-eye atlas has been in the news for the last several months, and it's getting closer and closer. You know what I'm saying? Out there, we know that our great deliverance is coming. You know what I'm saying? The Lord's getting ready to come to deliver us. Let's get this last one, then we'll close out. Get out of here. I had to get me a light to come out here so we can see out here a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? But hoping that you get edified by the day's live. But let's get this last one when we get out. We get out of here. Let's go here to Romans chapter. See here, Romans chapter 13. Romans chapter 13. And we'll go a little bit longer, go about an hour and a half on the next one. I'm making sure next week I'm gonna do that. I want the Lord to get on me about this. Romans chapter 13, verse 11 said, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer when we believe. So right now our salvation is very close, and when we yet believe, because the prophecy, the signs of the time, things are lining up left and right. You know, that's what we constantly seeing left and right. Verse 12 said, the night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. So right now the night is far spent, the day is at hand. You know what I'm saying? Let us put off the works of darkness. You know what I'm saying? Examine ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Get our house in order. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey man, it's time now. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get right. Walk accordingly, or you're gonna be totally destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Also to put on the armor of light. This wisdom, this knowledge, this understanding that will sustain us in time of trouble. You know, your faith that you have believed. You know what I'm saying? Verse 13 said, let us walk honestly as in the day, not in riotous and not in drunkenness, not in clamoring and not in wantonness, said not in strife and envy. Verse 14 said, but put ye on the Lord Yahweh Shah Hamashiach, and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill the lust thereof. So one thing about it, you know what I'm saying, get your house in order, get your mind right. Get up your loins, because the Lord is getting ready to return. That's what we constantly seeing left and right. We constantly rejoicing, you know what I'm saying? Because we know that we almost at the end of this thing. We are here, it's at the door. So I want to face the east. I like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashir, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashir, Rekah Quadash. And double honor to those great millstone while lunch is true. And also to the Ophilat, that is sky the broad. I like to say, Shalom, DTA Abba Ball, Kwam Yasserah. Keep pushing, keep believing. The Lord is going to do the rest. We're seeing that the end time prophecies are here. These prophecies are speaking loud and clear. Our salvation is at the door. We're so very close. And also to the great and glorious return of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Al Shai. It is at the door. Once again, Shalom, Shalom.